Just waiting to see if anybody comes on. Hopefully, because we got to talk about that episode. Man, got my slinky. This episode got me heated. I will say that it's not a 0 out of 10 like last week. So I do think that the episode, I was intrigued, but I was super annoyed by Karen because it's gotten laughably ridiculous, the length she's going through to talk to Zach. I mean, I'm getting shades of Veronica Harrington, of Melinda from Acrimony. I just don't like what's going on here at all. But it was cringy at times, but not as bad as last night. And this episode lasted until like almost 10 after 10. I don't know if that was due to commercial breaks or if it was just that long. Like I said, last week's episode felt so out of place due to being filler. I have a ton of questions like, didn't Andy tell Gary to leave his keys? So how in the world is he back in her apartment? And didn't he say, if I leave this time, I'm gone for good? And Andy, well, we knew she would backpedal eventually, but the episode ended the way I thought it would, with the therapist doing what she was doing to Gary. And Andy said 30. That could mean 30 seconds, not 30 minutes. So I bet Andy walks in, gets pissed, and then leaves, and then goes to see Robin because we know they're going to get drunk and go to his hotel room. So please don't let Karen's behavior make you score this episode a low score. It's not going to be a 0. And I read your comments. What is it, Trey? I read what you said last week. Like, I go in hating the episode. I watched it live tonight. So I watched it at the same time as everyone else. Nobody had an influence on my perspective of the episode, even though if you took out the Karen parts of her just repeating the same thing over and over again, this episode probably would have lasted less than 10 minutes. It wasn't great, but it isn't a 0. I'm probably looking at maybe like a 4. I mean, 4 might seem low, but it's not a 0 because in retrospect, what really happened? Most of the episode was Karen throwing a hissy fit. And it's almost like everything that happened in the mid-season finale when Zach said that I'm going after Fatima with everything I have didn't even happen. And like I said, if you want to judge me, excuse the mess in the background, but I'm in a much smaller room than the apartment. And I had like 4 packages today. That's why they're like 4 cardboard boxes. What can I do? Tyler Perry needs to make Andy hook up with Jacoby next season, given the two are dating in real life. Not really. I don't hate Jacoby. I just don't know why he's still in the show. Like I said, if he was written a bit differently, I think it could have worked. But yeah, I agree. The Karen, what she's doing now, this is all too real. It is. I'm beginning to think that Karen's going to have a mental breakdown like Aaron's ex-wife. I'm just saying, remember how the Pam and Andy scene, I think fans could agree Pam was more tolerable this week than last week, but I do feel like the scene kind of dragged on. But if you pay attention to what was being said, a lot of context was being added to the mystery of Aaron because Karen's mother said Aaron's the kind of man to drive a woman to lose their mind. So how do we know Karen won't pull a fawn and shoot herself in front of Fatima and Zach? Kiera, I hope you're wrong, but my Wi-Fi, I don't know, the streaming, the Dish Network, it cut out halfway through the preview for next week, and I was pissed off about it. But yeah, I think Zach was overhearing Fatima, and wasn't she talking about Hayden? I think she was talking about Hayden, right? Hayden is spying on them. Yeah, and plus, was she on the work phone when she was talking with her friend? Oh, wait a minute. I know what's going to happen. Fatima's going to be doing that fake phone call so Hayden overhears, but then Zach won't know the phone call was fake, And as a result, it's going to cause him to possibly fall into Karen's arms, and it's going to lead to a mess. But we do know the spinoff is happening, so whatever mess happens now eventually will be cleaned up later. Yes, Isaiah, I agree. I'm mad at Tyler Perry for trashing Jacoby to push Sabrina to Calvin. Zach might leave Fatima after he heard what she said about him. Yes, but remember, it's a fake call. Remember, Andy and Fatima are like, have a fake call with your girlfriend over the work phone, and if Hayden eavesdrops and, like, let's say you like him better in casual clothes and he dresses that way, we know we got him. So Zach doesn't know about that. I'm so tired of Karen. Danny tried to tell Zach. Yeah, Danny tried to tell Karen that Zach didn't want her. I'm just surprised Zach didn't hang up the phone the moment Danny handed the phone over to Karen. I'm surprised he didn't just hang up on her. Hayden is like a fire ant. The more you step on him, he just keeps coming back stronger. I agree. I agree. Oh yeah, if you want to donate to the Cash App, I pinned it to the top comment. If you want to send like $1, that would be cool. Sabrina and Calvin are the worst couple on the show. They were only remotely watchable in season 1. Afterwards, 1,000%, 1,000% agree. Tyler Dragon storylines out. Yep. And see what I mean? Like, even though I don't think this episode was as bad as last week, I do feel like this episode really, you could have skipped about 70% of it and you wouldn't have missed anything. Karen is just dead set to meet up with Zach, and Danny's, spreading the flames. I mean, yes, she tried to stop it, and even Andy tried to stop it, but Karen's gonna, I don't get her thought process. Karen needs to leave Zach alone. He loves Fatima. The Zach and Hayden standoff was intense. Unfortunately, I only saw half of it because my Wi-Fi wasn't working properly, but yeah, the only thing I like was the Zach and Hayden scene. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, maybe it's a 4. Honestly, I feel like because I scored last week a 0. Well, then again, anything higher than a 0 is better than last week. I think I said at first a 4, but I don't know, maybe like a 3. I wasn't really rocking with the episode. Let me put it this way. I'm not going to say this episode was trash, but it's interesting how last week had dragged on scenes, repetitive dialogue, characters regressing. This, it felt like Danny, what she said to Karen, there's something wrong with your brain because she's stuck on stupid right now. I mean, the only person that's grown since season 1 is Zach. He's the person every time he comes up, he has a setback. Every time he tries to do better, he has a setback. I bet Maurice's friend has feelings for him. Maurice entertaining the idea of meeting up with Q again, I thought was incredibly stupid. I'm so confused as to what Karen wants. If Zach pulls up to the salon and telling Karen that he was going after Fatima that's the thing I hate, because of the fact that this Karen now, it ruins the beauty of what happened in the salon. When they had their clean cut or clean break. Zach paid you $77,000 that he did not have to pay you because, well, you got him falsely arrested and he saved your life from Fawn's brother. So you would think that Karen would just be like, Maurice, you forgot Q put the gun on you. No, he didn't forget about it, because apparently Maurice has had a gun pointed at him before. Yeah, I think Maurice's friend does really like him. Maurice isn't even thinking about him except just as a friend. Next week is about to make me very upset. I only saw half the preview, so I don't know what to expect next week. My bad. Well, I can't really say my bad. It's the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I don't. Also, I haven't watched any of the other shows like Oval, House of Pain. Last night I needed a break because, early this week I did like 20 something videos, so I needed a break. But I will get those videos up later in the week. Remember, it's the game. Soul Santa comes out. The Wonder Years is on a break this week, but that's only a 20-minute show. So I know Bruh comes out tomorrow. So the reviews and all that good stuff, expect those later in the week. Just know that I really needed to take a break. This episode had a lot of people acting stupid and stalkerish. Like I was expecting Jacoby to pop up at Sabrina's apartment right after Calvin. Um, Karen stalkerish right now and in denial. Maurice just backsliding into a guy that tried to almost kill him. I didn't mind Danny in this episode. I think it's because Preston wasn't around. I hope the season gets better since it's close to the end. It really needs to, because this is honestly how long Lisa's going to be pregnant on House of Pain. I don't know. I did watch a couple of clips. I did not like Ella, but I need Gary's therapist. I tweeted about that. Oh yeah, we actually follow each other on Instagram. I think I started following her like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We chatted a couple times, but I think she's married, so don't worry, nothing's going to happen from that. This season is the worst. I agree. I wonder why they didn't show what happens in the scene with Gary and Angela in the promo for next week. I think Andy might catch him. Yeah, no doubt she's going to catch him, because why would she have? Like I said, I thought it was better than last week because I think more actors were acting like themselves, but at the same time, I am watching Queens over the weekend. Why, she asked, when Andy coming home? Probably wanted to get a timer. No, I did not see the preview, and that sucked. I'm pretty sure to me, so thank you in advance. I had fun tweeting. I didn't even take notes. I was tweeting the whole night. I think she's trying to see. I think she's trying to see why Gary wants. Kenya, you wrong for that. I saw your video on Soul Santa. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm just going to watch that for pure enjoyment. I'm probably not even going to take notes. I feel like it's the kind of movie I could just chill, watch, and have a good time. There's some bold and beautiful stuff, I'm telling you. Yep. I think because Karen's acting so out of character right now, that's why I find it unappealing, just like Priscilla on The Oval. And no, I have not watched The Oval yet, so don't spoil it for me. Most of my time has been spent sorting Pokemon cards to sell on eBay. This is like just one of 18 piles of this size. I got way more, but I'm trying to pace myself. I got to make fast money. I've been watching Eve. Yeah, I know. What channel is it? BET. I think last week I was watching a crap ton of episodes of Eve. What do you think of next week's episode? I have not seen the preview because Dish Network stopped the moment we saw Preston at the tractor, and I was mad. And then when it blinked back on, and I didn't see the preview. Hopefully they don't wait until Sunday to drop the trailer like they did last week. That was stupid. I can't wait for Bruh tomorrow. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with Bill and Regina. I want to know why Darla didn't want to get undressed in front of Greg. Did you like tonight's episode? It was, I thought it was kind of better than last week, but at the same time, I don't think it was all that great. Sistas needs to spice it up. Yeah, for everybody saying the Zatima series won't be good and it doesn't need to be a spinoff, look at how bad Sistas has been lately. And you can see, like, look at how Fatima reacted to Karen wanting to talk with Zach. That right there shows you she will never be part of the Sistas group because it's always going to be that negative kind of vibe. And I don't think Fatima is the kind of woman who wants to be around all that. So that could explain why Karen, I feel like Karen is the one responsible for making a spinoff, because she's pushing Zach and Fatima so far away, they're going to get their own show. Also, DeVale, he posted on Instagram, somebody sent me this. I saw it myself, but I think he took down the screenshot. But somebody sent me the screenshot. Let me get it. He's looking for a nutritionist and a trainer because he needs to lose 10 pounds by December. Ironically enough, the filming for the spinoff is supposed to take place mid-December, like the 15th through the 21st. Coincidence? I think not. So yeah, for everybody doubting the Zatima spinoff, it is going to happen. Oh, I begin filming December 6th. I'm losing 10 pounds in 4 weeks, looking for a nutritionist and chef that is used to dealing with performance athletes, Atlanta based. Email my manager your resume and rate to set up a consultation. So Fatima's probably the only. That's a good point about Fatima not being part of the group. Yep. So the Fatima spinoff, yeah. I mean, live after an episode in quite a while, but is there really? Devell and his wife had to. Yeah, I saw episode number 4, chapter 4, E4. Yep. Congrats to them. Right in time for the Thanksgiving holiday, too. Yeah, sorry. I wish there was more to talk about, but the episode was pretty dry for most of it. Like, I don't know how many ways Zach needs to tell Karen that it's over when it's pretty much over. I mean, not only do I think he should have hung up the phone, but what if they did a video call while she was in the airport? Wouldn't that technically count as a face-to-face breakup? Did you enjoy Our Kind of People? I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch all the. I need to watch Oval, House of Pain, Assisted Living, Our Kind of People, Bruh when it comes out, The Game, Queens, Soul Santa. I'm going to be really busy. What do you think about talking about Fatima playing Zach? What do you think about talking about Fatima playing Zach? Are you talking about the preview for next week? Because like I said, I only saw half of it, so I haven't watched the entire thing. Yes, another boy. Yeah, it was another boy. Was that 4 boys? I think Andy was right when she told Karen she needed to move on. Yeah, she said exactly what people have been saying she should have said, even though technically Andy didn't really need to say anything at all. And yet I feel like not only did Andy not want to be in the middle of this, she pretty much knew, regardless of what she told Karen, Karen would think she's lying because she's like, are they together? Is he staying with her? Like, why does that even matter to you? I don't get it. Oh, I meant move on. Yeah, move on. What do you think about Fatima playing Zach? Are you talking about the preview for next week? Because if we're talking about the episode tonight, I didn't see anything that suggested that she's playing him. Keep the questions coming. Andy's outfit was on point. Oh yeah, I like it. It was business, not cleavage, like her green and black outfit. What's your thoughts about Fatima? Love her. I have no issue with her. I thought her thought process tonight was very insightful, being that she's a woman like Karen, so she knew what was up. This episode was just bland. Thank you. That's how I feel about it. What's up with Hayden and his attachment to Fatima? Possessiveness, just like Hayden and Karen would get along just fine. That's all I'm saying. What's up with Sabrina? I honestly don't know. She's as back and forth wishy-washy as Karen. I mean, Danny. But you have to admit, Jacoby at least asked her out to dinner, whereas Calvin demanded her presence at his apartment. Why don't they bring Mama Lisa back to get her daughter straight? I'm asking the same thing. I thought Zach told Karen they were through. He certainly did when he handed her the check for $72,000. This is so bland. Like I said, this is a skippable episode. Sabrina is exhausting. Yeah, I felt as exhausted with Sabrina and her storyline as when she got home from the bank, took her shoes off and like cracked her neck and then sat on the couch. I just don't need to see them anymore. Sabrina and Calvin needs to be through. They were never even a thing to begin with because she never committed. I don't really get it. And hey, like I always say, I'm glad Tyler gives the actors work, but I feel like their writing for the story could be better. Like, why didn't you make Jacoby a competent rival for Sabrina's affection, as opposed to making him a psycho asshole, which pushes her back to Calvin, who she's still unsure about. Call me crazy, but I love Karen. Hey, she's cute. It's just like the way she's acting now is very weird. Like I said, it just comes out of nowhere, like the Priscilla thing. Like, why is Aaron constantly sending those flowers? I feel like we were supposed to pay attention to that scene for a reason because Pam was asking all the right questions. What did Andy say? Like, Pam, why didn't you? What, you were going to protect Karen? No, I was about to get out of the door. So, I mean, can you blame her? I'm new to this. How do I send you a DM? Technically, you're chatting right now, so that's a message. Yeah, but this episode was, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Most of this episode was Karen lashing out at everybody about how she's not over Zach or something. And I'm going to talk to him. I need to talk to him. Sabrina and Jacoby don't really do much. That scene, the only takeaway was apparently Jacoby is known for raging out. I don't know. Calvin, a worthy suitor. Does every character have to have some major flaw? Why are all these characters losing their mind? They're being stalkerish, psycho. You got Karen, you got Hayden, you got Jacoby, you got Q. I want to know if you're still interested in seeing Angela Robinson's musical. Yes, I am. I just can't afford to go right now, unfortunately. I don't know what episode the vice president and second lady will be in. Danny and Andy try to tell Karen, but she doesn't listen. I'm glad Sabrina's like, you know what? I don't have time for drama. I'm not even going to go over to your place tonight, Danny. I'm just going to sit here. I don't blame her. I'm glad, because if all the other girls were there, it would just be a show, a peep show. And it's ironic because they were in Sabrina's apartment at the beginning of season 2 when Aaron and Zach were both there, and Karen said she chose Aaron. So I really don't know what's going on here. And I love how Andy gracefully suggested that she move on because she knew that I she's been through so many things like this with Gary where he bruised her ribs and you have Karen begging her not to go back to him, but she does it anyway. So I like how Andy's being written where she's kind of tiptoeing around, not only because she doesn't want to be in the middle of the Zach and Karen thing, but at the same time, she knows full well that she's done the same thing where her girls say you need to move on, but then she goes right back to Gary. So Karen could rightfully call her out. Andy's a homewrecker, though. Why did that therapist try to make it seem like it was all Andy's fault when it definitely appeared like Gary was the one that pursued her first? Andy doesn't listen either when all the sisters try. Exactly. That's why her and Karen clash, but they're so similar, and that's why they're the besties out of the group. That's what I was talking to you about. I may be treating. That's appreciative, but I would only go if my mom can go too, because Veronica Harrington kind of run into a financial rough patch right now. So so that's why I got the Cash App up there. And that's why I said I'm slower on the videos, because I need to sell on eBay in order to make fast money. So I think the therapist wants to be with Gary. It's interesting because Andy called out Gary for the therapist wanting him, just like Fatima's calling out Zach for saying, hey, Karen doesn't want to talk, she wants you. Interesting. When Karen mentioned she only wanted closure, it reminded me of Bruh in season 1 when Bill said he only wanted closure with Regina, but he was trying to get back for good callback. Good callback. Thankfully, Zach knew not to go to that apartment. Like I tweeted out, Zach needs to have a body cam or have Fatima on video chat Skype like, hey, Fatima, you see I'm here, right? Karen, it's over. I'm going after her. I'm leaving. Was Sabrina asking Calvin in a roundabout way if he's attracted to Peggy because she's white? I was thinking the same thing. She's asking what does she have that I don't? They're not a couple. I agree. I mean, it's just like Calvin asking about Jacoby. All the sisters are confused, but when 3 try to give some halfway decent advice, the 4th never listens. Good insight. That is very true. And more often than not, it's fully decent advice, but you got Danny, who usually gives advice in the form of a joke. You have Sabrina, who beats around the bush, and then you have Andy, who's like very hypocritical, and Karen, who's straightforward and harsh. Well, happy almost birthday to you, TLE1. Danny is about to lose a guy. I'm not really thinking about Danny. I'm sorry, but I did like her in tonight's episode, but overall, it's just like you play too many games. Like you say, her and Sabrina are just alike, just like Andy and Karen are, where it's like Sabrina and Danny are confused about what they want, and they have these men going around on a merry-go-round or a hamster wheel. It's ridiculous. So, the 27th, how did you get that mixed up? If Calvin has been hooking up with Peggy for years, is he really ready to Oh, that's a good point. If he's really ready to commit to Sabrina. Danny doesn't know what she wants. Danny tends. I feel like somebody hit the button on Karen because we've never seen her act like this before. Yeah, Dish Network for me. I wish Bro would have trailers for new episodes every week. We have like little teasers, but no full-on trailers. I wish we got more than one episode a week. That would really help spread the story, because sometimes the episodes are good, but not good enough to last a full week. Dang, my head hurts. I need to get some rest soon. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to watch a bunch of shows over the next couple days, so don't worry. I think I'll do the Sisters review first, because I know that's the one everybody wants to see. Sisters in the Oval, I'll try to get those first. House of Pain, Assisted Living, bruh, I'll get those out second. There, look, I got a lot of content. You're going to get it. I'm sorry if it doesn't come out as quickly as you want to, but it's hectic over here. Like I said, I got to focus on the eBay stuff to make money. Then I need to get the videos done, so I will try to spread myself out, but not too thin. But I'll take a couple more comments and then go to sleep, because like I said, we really don't have that much to talk about. Like I said, I didn't even take notes. I was just tweeting the whole night. Feeling tired. Thanks for asking. Yes, they had their fourth son. So yeah, I hope that with this Zatima spinoff, the writing is better, the characters are better, because Sisters, I haven't watched Sisters yet, so should I start? This was a very skippable episode. It's funny because last week was straight up filler. This week was just dragged on dialogue. Karen wants to see Zach. That's literally the best thing to sum it up as. Karen wants to see Zach. Jacoby wants to see Sabrina. Sabrina wants to talk to Calvin. Maurice may or may not want to see Q again. Andy wants to talk to Gary. Zach says, I'll see you, Hayden. And then that's it. Tell me that's not the episode. Hey, Jeremy, do you have Zelly? I don't have. No, I do not, but I have PayPal. Okay, I just put in the chat my PayPal email. So if you want to donate, you can send money that way, or you can do the Cash App from the pinned comment. I wonder how the finale is going to end up. I'm not going to lie. I have no interest in the finale. I'm just interested in the season being over. If Sistas was not the #1 show on the channel right now, I'm very unsure if I would even review season 4 because it's just gotten so stale. Yeah, I think I got all the chats. Let me just double check here. Yeah, because I had the live stream set up and ready to go at like 10:05, but the episode kept going. Danny going to talk to Preston. All right. Anything else before? Will there be a season 5? Hopefully not. Unless things get hella better in season 4. Yeah, seasons 1 and 2 are way better than season 3 are right now. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you thumbs up the video. It's on BET Plus, not BET, probably to get more subscribers. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Keep your eye on the channel because, like I said, I got a crap ton of videos to do, but I'm going to try not to do like 30 in a day. I'm going to spread it out. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have at least a Sisters and overview up. And then, Friday and over the weekend, I'll try to put out the other stuff. So hit that bell icon to select all, hit subscribe, and we'll go from there. Maybe after the spinoff, Tyler Perry will focus on developing the Sisters characters, possibly because, I don't know. Don't forget Our Kind of People. Of course not. I'm going to watch it. I know that season 1 is only 12 episodes. Be sure you're taking care of yourself. That's why I'm going to lay down as soon as I get off this live stream so I can relax. His nephew is sick. Everybody in the house is sick right now, so I'm scared to death of getting sick again. So I'm using Germ-X and staying in my room and not touching anything. I'm using my sleeve and everything. So yeah, that's why I'm not trying to push myself. I'm surprised Andy is so attractive to so many men. She is attractive. The flower delivery guy was like, hi. Yeah. All right, guys. Oh, yeah, Hayden is acting like Randall off of Loving You was wrong. That's a good observation. I like that. Season 3 just went to drama. Season 3 went to dragging, as in dragged out scenes. Like, it's just dumb. Like, Karen just sounded so unstable. Dang, how much you missed. We're about to end it. Sorry, he came in late. Because I would do an Instagram live, but I'm pooped. Maybe I'll pop up there. If I get a decent amount of people, I might talk for like 10 minutes, but that's it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great night. Be on the lookout for content on the channel, and I will talk. Yeah, I don't know why Gary has her up in the house. What's his name going to get rid of Hayden? Robin. I guess when he starts working for the firm. All right, guys. Good night. Look out for the review soon.